What's up, RC hobbyists? Thank you for tuning into this episode of Hobby Drop. Now, if you're new to the channel, we do a lot of driving, a lot of on the rock stuff. I'm actually trying to incorporate some bench work a little more often, but we run upgrades and tire comparisons. What's up, guys? I gotta interrupt this message to bring you an important message, okay? So this ain't a sob story, but I'm doing something to help out my brother and his family. So his wife was diagnosed with cancer. A couple weeks back, she had surgery. They removed the cancer, thyroid cancer. And so now that that's removed, they got to do some treatments. They got to do like radiation pills. But because the radiation actually can emit from her body, she's got to be quarantined from her two young kids. They've got a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old. And so my brother's got to take all this time off of work so that he can be home with the kids. So I'm trying to help him out, and I'm hoping to get your guys' help. We're putting together the very first Hobby Drop merch. Check it out. We got some sick hats. That Hobby Drop logo, but of course we threw in the ribbon for the cancer awareness. So if you guys are interested in one of these hats, go ahead, hit me up on Facebook. I got a link in the description of my channel, and hit me up. I can get you one of these. Right now I'm selling them for like, what is it? It's like 35 bucks, and that'll cover shipping and all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in just supporting me, but more importantly, supporting my sister-in-law, we're sending all of the money straight to her to try and help them in this time of need. Thank you guys. Let's keep watching. Almost anytime I do an upgrade, I like to document the difference because that's what I do for myself. So I just bring you guys along with me. Today, we're just hitting the rocks, having a good time. We're busting out the old Currupt Carbon Works Reaper build. And it has been a hot minute since this guy has been on the channel. So let's take a look at what we're working with. We've got a 3D printed body here. This is actually for a 24th scale rig that I, expanded and adjusted so that it would fit my Reaper build the way I want it to. Got that custom spider web paint job on there. For wheels and tires, we're running the Amazon beadlocks. These puppies I have had for years, and they are doing awesome. Love them. We got the Proline trenchers with the Squid SL3D Squid inserts. I love these inserts. I run them on another rig as well. We've got the Yeah Racing aluminum front axle, and the reason I've got this is because I broke the other one. It's the only axle I've ever broke. So we're upgraded here to aluminum. We got the brass on the front, the knuckles, and the C-hubs. You can see we've got the behind the axle mount with the Shift RC X2 direct power servo. This thing is awesome, and look at how low that is, man. Like, that puppy is low, and it doesn't scrape still. Like, it's just tucked behind that link, so it doesn't get scratched very often. Of course, occasionally it might hit a rock, but most of the time it's safe. We got the Hobbywing Fusion in there, one of my favorite motors. We got a little brass on the rear. We've got the Traxxas 2660 big bore shocks with the Losi Mini T springs and the Desert RC LCG shock cups down on the bottom. Let's see, we've got the OG SEX 10.2 transmission. That is the only piece pretty much that we still have from the 10.2 builder's kit that this rig started off as. So there's a 10.2 builder's kit, and we threw the Currupt Carbon Works Reaper chassis on it, and dude, I just got this off camera. Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty like that. But I love this truck, man. This one holds a special place in my heart because it's pretty much my first real build, and it just performs so well. So I just wanted to bring this truck out today. It's been a long time since it's on the channel, so I was like, you know, let's bring it out. And we're hitting Terrace today. And for those of you who are following the channel, dude, seriously, that is a tough obstacle, and this truck just eats it up. But those of you who have been following the channel for a long time know why this is called Terrace. And if you don't, the reason it's called Terrace is because for 3 years in a row, I have run into the same desert tortoise on this trail. Now, if that isn't just the coolest thing ever, I don't know what is. But yeah, 3 years in a row, that turtle makes his way through this area. And so we named this trail after him. It's in that August, September timeline, which is just crazy because it's not like it's the same day of the year. And I think it was this year, it was even a different month. I think it was September this year, and normally it's August. So just wild, really wild. So we named this trail after him. So I will say, typically I run my FlySky GT5 receiver on this rig, but I recently swapped it out. Oh, this truck is so awesome. It's got like a 12.25 inch wheelbase. This one's got a couple of hobby drop exclusives too that I have failed to mention. So this is the Hobby Drop 3D printed bed and the Hobby Drop 3D printed LCG battery tray. So forgot to mention that. But like I was saying, normally I run the FlySky GT5. Today I've got the Spectrum. And I haven't set the endpoints yet. Honestly, I just turned it on and ran it for the first time just now. I stole the FlySky to put over on my new Phoenix build so that I could run the Dig. So I swapped it out. So my endpoints aren't set, which means my steering isn't great. Like, that's all I got by way of steering. But that's all right. We're not in a comp. Woo! We're not in a comp. I don't mind taking a couple backups. So we're just running it. I'm not going to lie to you guys, and this might be embarrassing to say as a RC YouTuber. That's weird to call myself that, but that's what I am. I have to look up a video every single time I want to adjust the endpoints with this Spectrum remote, and I always hit up the same channel, the same video. I don't know what it is, but I can never remember. You know, it's not like it's real complicated, but it's the series of buttons that you got to push in the right sequence, and I just goof it up. So I just follow along with that video. If I do the homework while editing, I will include who that is because he deserves a shout out. He's helped me out a lot of times, but I think it's just somebody over there with Spectrum, I think. So, oh, we lost it. This Reaper just tears up these lines so well that you almost can't appreciate how awesome it really is. like the fact that this is the first obstacle that we are getting denied on is pretty cool. And it's only because I was hitting the line bad, because look at that. I absolutely love the Currupt Carbon Works Reaper chassis. This thing is amazing. It's got that steep breakover angle, but it's not one of the forward chassis. I do have one of those, and I absolutely love that too. The poised, I think it's the T2, maybe T3. I want to say T3 is the forward mounted chassis that I run. But like I said, this one just swapped right over from an Axial SEX 10.2 builder's kit, and like it just kills. We're still tippy. There we go. Yeah, like this thing just does so well. It's such a fun truck to drive. It loses its battery time, its trail time, if you will. Ooh, we got that tire way up in the air. All right, let's hit this again. Yeah, like I was saying, it loses trail time because I keep getting newer rigs, or they're just rigs that like I haven't upgraded as much, so I'm doing upgrades to them. And this one I haven't done anything to in a long time. It just performs so well that I have no reason to change it. And I've always got a new rig to spend money on, so then I end up not driving this one as much. But like, my goodness, it is an awesome truck. It's got just a cheap little Amazon bumper on the front, and to be honest, it's terrible. Don't buy it. Don't get this bumper. If you're like, hey, I've seen that thing on Amazon, I've thought about getting it. Don't. It sucks, quite honestly. The screws come loose. It's got these tabs on the front that I need to grind off because they catch on stuff. Like, it's not a great bumper. Whoa. Look at that. A little piece of something. Dang it, I had to take a phone call. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the steering is so bad right now. I'm gonna need to fix that because these C-hubs, the knuckle axle C-hub combination, whatever it is, like steers really well on this rig. Look at this thing, man. And it makes me sad to admit this, but I feel like I need to, just because this whole time I've been praising this truck. Like, I have thought about getting rid of this truck a couple of times. I'm like, man, I don't drive it that much. Like, should I just sell it? You know, make some extra money for different projects. And then I bring it out and I drive it. And I'm like, what? Why would I sell this thing? It is freaking awesome. Like, I've definitely spent the most time and effort building this truck. Like, literally, I've changed everything about it. Like I said, it used to just be a 10.2 builder's kit. So I've upgraded just about everything but the transmission and the axle and the rear. So I couldn't sell this thing. Like, it's got a special place. It's got a special place in my heart. So it looks like I took that a little too sharp. My rears are caught back there on a big ledge. Like, look at this thing just settle down. It does what I think it's going to. Except for my terrible steering right now. But it just gets the job done. Here's my thing about the Reaper. I'm bellied out, but if you can get the fronts over, you can get over. You guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're dropping new videos consistently, and we're out here having fun.